Welcome to the Quiet Your Inner Mean Girl podcast, a place for you to find the courage you need to take the first step and every step thereafter to create the habits, the confidence, and the life that you love. I'm your host, health and life coach, Abby Hegney. Let's dive in. Welcome back to episode 50. I cannot believe that in just 2 weeks, we are celebrating 1 year of the Quiet Your Inner Mean Girl podcast. I have a very special episode planned for you for the 1 year anniversary, and I cannot wait to share it with you. And in celebration of 50 episodes of almost 1 year of this podcast, I would love for you to share this with a friend, with a colleague, with someone you know who would benefit from the messages that I share. It would mean so much to me to not only celebrate 1 year of podcasting, but to do it knowing that this podcast is helping even more women quiet their inner mean girl, lose weight, and feel more confident in their bodies. So thank you for being with me for the past 50 weeks and for sharing this podcast with others. Okay, before we get too far ahead, today I want to talk with you about how to actually enjoy a long weekend while living your life to the fullest and without falling off track, feeling guilty, or slipping in to an all or nothing mindset. For those of us in the US, we are heading into Memorial Day weekend. It's a weekend so many of us look forward to. It is the unofficial start of summer, and at this point in the year, I think we are all ready for it. But one of the things that I have found is that as much as you may look forward to long weekends, it's very common that you carry a lot of unnecessary pressure into them, making it harder to fully enjoy these moments of your life. And I've seen this play out in 2 ways. You either go into the weekend worrying that you'll mess up, that you'll fall off track, or you'll ruin all of your progress, and then you carry that worry into the time that you spend with family or friends, and because you're so worried that you'll mess up, you miss out on the experience. Your mind is only half in the conversations that you're having, the trips that you're taking, the parties that you're going to, while the other half is spiraling in stories about, well, what am I going to eat? I'm not going to have this, or I'm only going to have this, or I told myself I wasn't going to do that. I always mess up. And then you have your inner mean girl there all weekend long telling you that you can't do it, pulling you between the good and the bad, telling you that you want something that wasn't ever included in the decisions that you wanted to make, making you feel really discouraged and frustrated. Or you go into the weekend already thinking that it's going to be a free-for-all, and you don't even give yourself a chance to enjoy it in a way that makes you feel good because you've already told yourself, screw it. Then you go to the parties and the barbecues and the get-togethers believing that you have no control or that it doesn't matter because you're just going to eat and drink whatever you want anyway. And then your inner mean girl is there on your shoulder telling you that you can never stick with anything, that you don't have the willpower or the control, or that this is what your entire summer is going to look like. And then you wake up on Tuesday morning feeling frustrated, guilty, discouraged, thinking that you have to start all over again because that screw it mentality is not what you really wanted. It was never what you wanted. So you're either holding on so tightly that the first quote unquote mistake feels like confirmation that you can't do it, or you don't even give yourself a chance and you go in planning to blow it all off only to beat yourself up afterwards. You think that you messed up or you failed, and then you question your entire journey and whether you can do it. Neither one of those feels good. And yet, if you are someone who does this, most likely you do this all of the time. When that pattern keeps showing up, not just on long weekends, but on vacations, holidays, dinners, birthday parties, or even just a spontaneous day out with your kids, your journey starts to feel really hard. You start to believe that you can't lose the weight. No matter what you do, nothing seems to work. Because every time life steps out of the norm, it feels like it's out of your control. If your journey is just about checking boxes and staying on track, there's very little space for real life. Or if the only way that you feel like you can lose weight is to constantly be in a state of worry, overthinking, over planning, or managing every aspect of your life, it leaves very little room for you to enjoy your life. And what I have learned from coaching so many women, women just like you, is that you want to feel good in your body and you want to live your life. You want to have fun and lose weight. You want to make decisions that leave you feeling good, and you want to do it without stressing about staying on track or being good. So many diets and so many plans come with a this or that mentality. It's either you do this or you messed up. You're either all or you're nothing. The Quiet Your Inner Mean Girl method is about creating an end life. It's where you enjoy all of your favorite foods and fit into your favorite pair of jeans or feel really confident when you put on that pair of short shorts. It's where you have so much fun and you continue to make progress towards your goals. It's where you live your life and lose weight. It's where you lose weight and you know that you're not gaining it back because in the process of losing weight this time, you also quieted your inner mean girl. You no longer carry the story that you have to shrink your life in order to have a smaller body. You let go of the belief that there is a track that you are either on or you've fallen off of. You no longer believe that being good means you only eat grilled chicken and veggies, or that you cut out all sugar and carbs and say no to the pizzas and the ice cream with your kids. You stopped thinking that you have to earn your food or burn off all of the calories that you ate. Instead, you've created a plan that works with your life, a plan that aligns with the life you have right now and the habits, the weight loss, and the life that you want to create for yourself in the future. When you create a plan that works with your life and takes into account the weight you want to lose, the habits that you want to create, and the life you envision yourself living, that is the sweet spot. That is where things start to flow, where all of the pieces come together, where you are having fun and living your life and losing weight in a way that feels good to you. And when you lose weight that way, that is weight lost forever. Maybe the key to losing weight is to fall so in love with your life that it becomes less about the scale and more about how you are living your life. I want you to really think about that. When I tell women that they can enjoy all of their favorite parts of their lives and still lose weight, they always look at me in disbelief. Their immediate thought is that if they allow themselves to do that, they'll let themselves go. But that free for all or nothing mentality is coming from your inner mean girl, from the belief that you can't have it all. It's rooted in diet culture and restrictions, and it's not all in alignment with the life that you want to be living. I have yet to find a single woman who wants to lose weight by shrinking their life, by feeling restricted or deprived or cutting out all of the fun. Oh, nobody wants to lose weight that way. They want to feel confident to put on the swimsuit and jump in the pool without any concern who will see them or what others will think. They want the fun. They want to eat their favorite foods without overeating their favorite foods. They want to take their kids on adventures and be able to enjoy those adventures without feeling exhausted or winded. They want to make progress and not start over again every Monday. They want to enjoy long weekends without worrying that they will fall off track or without feeling guilty when the weekend is over. Losing weight while living your life is about creating a plan that works with your life now and the life you're moving towards. It's about creating alignment. That alignment can only come when you quiet your inner mean girl. Continuing to listen to the stories that she's always told you, stories like, what's wrong with me? I can never stick with anything. Nothing seems to stick. Why bother? I've already messed up, so who cares? I'll just start again on Monday. Listening to those stories won't create the habits and the life that you want to live. It won't allow you to lose the weight that you can lose. The reason that you haven't lost it yet is because you keep believing these stories. They keep pulling you back into the same patterns, keeping you on the same hamster wheel of messing up, falling off track, and having to start all over again. Quieting these stories of your inner mean girl and creating a plan that aligns with your life and your goals is the difference between keeping it going or picking it right back up and thinking that you need to start all over again. It's the difference between your journey feeling simple and doable and it feeling hard and frustrating. It's the difference between you feeling proud and you feeling guilty. It allows for so much flexibility. It reminds you that one meal, one day, one weekend is not going to ruin you. It builds confidence, confidence that you can come back to over and over and over again. It starts with the way that you speak to yourself about your body, about food, about the decisions that you make or don't make, and the way in which you choose to live your life. The long weekend is never the problem. The food you eat, the drinks you enjoy, they're never the problem either. It's how you speak to yourself leading up to the long weekend, during the long weekend, and most importantly, after the weekend. Check in with yourself right now. What are you telling yourself about this weekend? About how it's going to go? About how it's going to impact your journey? Do those words make you feel confident? Do they support how you want the weekend to go? Do they inspire motivation for you to move yourself closer to where you want to be? If not, start there. How do you want to feel when you wake up on Tuesday? My clients and I spend a lot of time discussing how they want to feel. This is such a big piece of the puzzle that gets overlooked when you are so consumed with all of the things that you can and you can't do, or the things that you should or you shouldn't have. All of the have tos and the need tos that make it feel so hard and overwhelming. It doesn't leave much space for you to think about how you want to feel. And yet your feelings drive your actions. One of the things that comes up with the women that I work with is that they are using their emotions against themselves. They're focused only on how they feel in that moment. And then, in an attempt to not feel the way that they feel, they do things that only increase that emotion. So, for example, They may feel really stressed at work. So then they go and they find the office candy jar. We all know the colleague who has the candy jar on their desk. And then they try to manage their stress by eating chocolate. But when you want to lose weight and you overindulge in chocolate only because you are stressed, it only makes you more stressed because now you've taken the stress of work and you've piled on the stress of eating chocolate when you didn't actually want to eat chocolate. And then that stress becomes confirmation for the voice of your inner mean girl who tells you that you have no control, that you can't stick with anything. Or you've been working really hard, you feel really good about the steps that you've been taking and the progress you feel like you're making. And so you get on the scale, excited to see what it says, only to see that it hasn't budged or that it's gone up. And then suddenly, feeling really good has turned into feeling incredibly frustrated. And your inner mean girl is sitting on your shoulder telling you stories like it's not working. And then you go and you eat the cookies because what's the point? It's not working anyway. And that only leads you to feeling more frustrated. And it not working, not because it's not working, but because you got frustrated and you gave up, you stopped working. But in the same way that you may be using your feelings against yourself, you can use them to propel yourself forward. And I think going into a long weekend, or if you're listening to this at a later time or you're outside the US, maybe it's a vacation or a holiday or a birthday party or a graduation party, it's also graduation season, or whatever day of the week or time of the year that it is, it's the perfect time for you to start exploring this. Think about how you want to feel when you wake up on Tuesday morning. Do you want to feel energized or proud or rested or accomplished or lighter? However you want to feel, connect with that feeling right now and throughout your weekend. Let it guide your choices. When you think about waking up on Tuesday morning, feeling the way that you want to feel, how would you show up this weekend? What decisions do you want to make that would lend you to feeling this way? What decisions do you not want to make? What would you believe you are capable of? Or what would you believe is possible for you, no matter what you've accomplished or haven't accomplished in the past? It's not about being strict or restrictive. It's quite the opposite. Connecting to how you want to feel creates so much freedom. It moves you away from needing to be perfect or to do it right and creates space for you to decide what's perfect and right for you in that moment, in your journey. Freedom from the scale, from food, from your inner mean girl lives in these in between moments where you choose to have fun and feel good, where you choose what supports you and your goals without worrying about falling off track, where you allow yourself to enjoy food and connection and rest and fun, where you focus on living a bigger life more than you are focused on living in a smaller body. So, yes, drink more water than cocktails this weekend. Add pops of color to your plate. Move your body. Get plenty of sleep. But more importantly, talk to yourself from a place of deep love and gratitude for the body and the life you have now and the body and the life you are creating for yourself. Whether you nail this weekend and how you want to feel or you don't, your words matter. If you wake up feeling bloated or tired, or if you overdo it, your inner mean girl will try to tell you that you messed up, that you fell off track, that you have to start all over again. She'll try to make you feel guilty or defeated. You do not have to amplify those stories. You don't even have to listen to them. Choose to quiet your inner mean girl. Meet yourself with love and compassion. Remind yourself that you had a full weekend, that you lived your life, and maybe you didn't make all of the decisions that you wanted to make, and that's okay. You know how to take care of yourself moving forward. And that's exactly what you are going to continue to do. Move yourself forward. One weekend will not make or break you. It will never define your journey. But also, don't go into the weekend thinking that it can't be what you want it to be. It absolutely can. You can live your life and lose weight. And that's exactly how you want to lose the weight that you want to lose, because weight loss living your life is weight lost forever. This weekend, today, this week is one moment in a life that you are actively creating. A life where you feel good in your body, where you trust your decisions, and you know how to keep going, even if things don't go exactly as you thought they would. All right, I hope this message resonates with you deeply. I hope that it helps you to see that you really can live the life that you want to live and lose the weight and create the habits that you want to create. All right, my friends, I will talk to you next week. If you are loving this podcast, please subscribe, rate, or review. Or if you know someone who would benefit from this message, please share it with them. And if you are ready to quiet your inner mean girl, to create habits that make you feel amazing, to lose weight and confidently keep it off while living the life that you love, I invite you to schedule your complimentary 60-minute consultation. We'll discuss where you are, where you want to be, and how my Quiet Your Inner Mean Girl method can help you create the future that you want. You can find the link to book your call in the show notes, or you can also connect with me directly on Instagram at Wellness with Abby H. I can't wait to talk to you.